Hello, everybody, and welcome to the channel. We got game number 2 of this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and Washington Nationals in the post-1961 Apba bats. Leading off for the Brewers, playing third base is Molitor. Batting second, playing short is Yount. Batting third, playing left field is Braun. Batting fourth, playing center field is Thomas. Batting fifth, playing right field is Lescano. Batting sixth, doing the catching is Surhoff. Batting seventh, playing first base is Cooper. Batting eighth, playing second base is Show Me the Money. And batting ninth and on the mound is Teddy Higuera. And for the hometown Washington Nationals, we got leading off, playing left field is Raines. Batting second, playing second is Vidro. Batting third, playing center field is Harper. Batting fourth, playing right field is Guerrera. Batting fifth, playing first base is Zimmerman. Batting sixth, playing third base is Parrish. Batting seventh, on the catching is Ramos. Batting eighth, playing shortstop is Cabrera. And on the mound, batting ninth is Gonzalez. Let's get down here to the field and get this game started. And to lead it off here for the Brewers is Paul Molitor, batting .380. He's got 3 homers and 14 RBIs. And Gio Gonzalez making his third appearance. He's 2-0 with a 3.55 ERA. And the team comparisons, the Brewers are 9-3. They've scored 70 runs on 19 homers. And the Washington's Nationals are 4-8, 52 runs, 17 homers, 5 stolen bases. And here's the pitch to Paul Molitor. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gio strikes him out. And there's one down here in the top of the first. And Robin Yount comes to the plate, batting .294. He's got 4 homers and 15 RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. That's going to be an E4 on Vidro. And that's going to get the runner down at first with 1 out for Ryan Braun. And Braun's batting .308 on the year with 2 homers and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Gio's got himself in a mess here, first and second. Only 1 out. Gorman Thomas is up. And Gorman's off to a slow start. He is 2 for 17, batting .118 with no homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 9 and a 9. And that's going to be ground ball down the short. Wait a second, get the right board here. First and second, a 9 and a 9. Now that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. And Yount's going to stay put. And now there's 2 down. And up to the plate now steps Mr. Lescano. Lescano's batting .312, no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gonzalez strikes him out, gets out of first and second and 1 out. Nobody scores. Brewers nothing. Nats coming to the plate with Raines, Vidro, and Harper. See, Milwaukee has 1 more game here against Washington. Then they go home, take on the Giants for 3 games, and then after that, the Dodgers come to town. Tim Raines batting .308 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And Teddy, this is his 3rd appearance. He's 1-1 with a 2.25 ERA. Here's the pitch to Raines, and that's going to be a fly ball out to Lescano and right. And there's 1 down. And Vidro comes up, batting .231 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. Vidro walks on down the first with 1 out. Bryce Harper comes to the plate. And Harper batting 304. He's got 4 homers and 10 RBIs. And here's the pitch to Harper. And that's going to be popped up back behind the plate near the screen. BJ makes the catch. And there is 2 down now. And HIGUERA comes to the plate. And Vladimir batting 217, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. That's going to be a base. Oh, nope, that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Here's the 2-0 pitch to HIGUERA, and he take advantage of it. And he walks the hard way in Apba with 2 dice rolls. Now you got first and second. 2 down. 2 walks here in the first. Can the Nats take advantage of it? It's up to Zimmerman. Ryan's off to a slow start, batting 190 with no homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up straight up to shoot. BJ waits for it in foul territory, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The National strand 2. We go to the top of the second. It's 0-0. And we got Surhoff, Cooper, and Money due up. BJ's batting 150 with a homer and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls. BJ walks on down to first. Leadoff batter aboard here. And Mr. Cooper's up. And Cecil's only batting 167. No homers and 1 RBI. I'm going to do a little hit and run here with Coop. See if they can stay out of the double play. And that is exactly what's going to happen here. 42 and an 8. That'll be fielding column number 1. And with the hit and run, they'll get the batter out at first, and that'll be it. That'll be a 4-3 put out. And now you got Money up with a runner in scoring position and 1 out. And Money's batting 200 on the year with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 9. That's going to be a single in the right field. Guerrera's got a cannon out there, folks. I don't know if they're going to run on him or not. 32 and a 2. That should be fielding column 2. And it is. That's a single. What am I talking about? That was a single. And that'll be a 3. That'll be a 44. Oh, Poole's left. That's hit in the left field. Sorry, that's hit in the left field. Raines doesn't have much of an arm. So let's see here. 48. That changes things a lot. Raines doesn't have much of an arm at all. Hit out the left field in a 65 or lower. 64 or lower. He's safe. And he's in there. That's an RBI single by Money. And you got a runner down at first now. And Teddy's up. And Teddy is 0 for 6 on the year. They're going to put on the bunt sign, try to get him down to second here. And that's going to be foul ball, strike 2. And here's the 0-2 pitch. They're keeping the bunt sign on. And he fouls that one off. Teddy strikes out. Can't get the bunt down. Now there's 2 down, and Paul Molitor's up. And Paul was a strikeout victim his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Paul out for the second time. But the RBI single by Money gives the Brewers a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the second. And you got Parrish, Ramos, and Cabrera due up here. And Larry's batting 304. He's got 3 homers and 6 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Teddy strikes out his first batter for out number 1. And Wilson Ramos is up. He's batting .300 on the year. He's got a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be against the lefty. And 11. That's going to be a ground ball down the out. He fields it cleanly over to first to Cooper for out number 2. And Orlando Cabrera's up batting .167. No homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be 15. It's going to be a fly ball out to Sexcana. And that'll be out number 3. 1, 2, 3 goes the Nats in the bottom of the second. To the top of the third we go. You got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here. Yount, Braun, and Thomas. And Robin's 0 for 1. He did reach on an error his first time up. And that's going to be another error on Vidro. Unbelievable. Having a rough game here today. Yount's down at first. Braun's up. Leadoff batter aboard with an error. Braun walked his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gio strikes him out. And that's his 5th strikeout of the game. That brings up Mr. Thomas. And Gorman, he flew out to center field to his counterpart the last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball. That might be a swing and a miss. Yep, that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. Gorman goes down on strikes. Gio's racking up the strikeouts, folks. That's number 6 already. Lescano comes up. He is a strikeout victim. He's 0 for 1. That's going to be a fly ball out to Tim Raines. That'll do it. The Brewers strand 1. We go to the bottom of the third. It's still 1-0 Milwaukee. Gonzalez with all them strikeouts will lead off the inning, followed by Raines and Vidro. And Gio is batting .200 on the year. No homers and no RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one. Where's this one going to go? That ball is fly ball out the left field, and Ryan Braun has to come flying back, makes the catch. That one almost got over his head. Gio thought he had a hit. Ryan with a nice catch, and there's 1 down. Tim Raines comes up. He flew out the right field his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Teddy strikes him out. And there's 2 down, and that's Teddy's 2nd strikeout of the game. And that brings up Vidro now. He's walked his first time up. And not this time. My ball is high. How far is this one going to go, folks? Kiss it goodbye. This ball game is tied up as Vidro got all of that one. And it's a 1-1 ball game here. And Harper comes to the plate now. Nobody on, 2 outs in a 1-1 game. Harper popped up to the catcher his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And that'll end the inning. But the homer by Vidro ties the game up. We go to the top of the 4th. It's 1-1. You got BJ due up, followed by Cooper and Money. BJ walked and came around to score the only run for the Brewers. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Vidro. And he can't handle it. That's an E4. And that's his 3rd error of the game. Vidro is having a terrible game out in the field, folks. 3 errors on the game by Vidro. Now you got a runner down at first. Nobody out. And Cooper's up. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out to second. Vidro handled that one. And that's going to be against the lefty. 23 and an 8. And that's going to be a ground ball back to the mound. And they'll get the lead runner. That'll be a 1-6 put out. Now you got Cooper down at first for Money. And Money, he is 1 for 1. He drove in the only run of the game for the Brewers. Cooper down at first, 1 out. Here's the pitch to Money. And That'll be a 11, 1A, 8. And that's going to be a base hit into left field. Cooper will stop at second. Now you got the time. Go ahead, run down in scoring position at second. First and second, one out, and Teddy's up. And he's going to try to bunt them down, bunt them both down. They're going to put the bunt sign on. And that's going to be a foul ball, strike one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that is going to be a double play ball, folks. That ball is grounded back to the pitcher. Gonzalez is up with it. 1-6-3 double play. Teddy can't get the job done, and that ends the inning, folks. Teddy's not helping his calls at the plate. It's still 1-1. We go to the bottom of the fourth. You got the big boys due up here, Guerrero, Zimmerman, and Parrish. Guerrero walked his first time up. And that's going to be another base on balls. Teddy wants nothing to do with Vladimir. Now there's one on and nobody out for Zimmerman. The go-ahead runs down at first. And Ryan is 0 for 1, popped up his first time up. And that's going to be a fly ball out to right field. That's kind of camps under it and makes the catch. And there's one down. Mr. Parrish do something here with one out. Runner down at first, a strikeout victim his first time up. And that's going to be a 39. That'll be the pitcher. A 55 and a 2. That'll be fielding column 2. That'll be a rare play with a runner down at first. Rare play on a 39. 63 and a 39. That'll be a 28. That's going to be the team. 6, 8, 12, 21, 28, 33, 6. And that'll be fielding column 1. It's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Gorman Thomas makes a nice catch, bangs into the wall. The runner will get down to second, but that's an out, folks. So now you got a runner down in scoring position and 2 outs, but nice play by Thomas to take away an extra base hit away from Parrish, and now it's up to Ramos. Can Mr. Wilson deliver here with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs? He grounded out his first time up as Ken Castro joins us here. And Wilson is 0 for 1. Can he deliver? Break this tie. And that's going to be a 36. That's going to be another rare play. A 42 and a 36. Already had Gorman crashing into the wall, making a catch. Now you got a 42 and a 36 with the runner down at second. That's going to be hit down the short. Yount's down there. And that's going to be a nice play by Yount. He picks the ball up, fires over to first, and that'll end the inning, folks. And Guerrero gets stranded down at second. It's still 1-1. So we go to the top of the 5th. You got the top of the order due up here for the Brewers. Molitor, Yount, and Braun. Paul is 0 for 2. He has struck out twice. Gonzalez giving him the old hat trick. Gio's got 6 strikeouts in the game. and make it number 7 is Paul Molinor. Gio's got his number. Strikes out for the 3rd time. He gets the old hat trick. And there is 1 down. Robin Yount's up. He's 0 for 2. He has reached base on 2 errors by Vidro. Vidro has gotten 3 errors in the game. 2 of them off because of Yount. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. Vidro is glad it wasn't hit to him. And now there's 2 down. And Ryan Braun comes to the plate. And he's 0 for 1 yet to put the ball in play. He's walked and struck out his last time up. And not this time. He gets connected there. Finally makes contact. Drives that ball into right field gap. And that'll be a 2-out double. Mr. Gorman Thomas comes to the plate with the go-ahead run down at second. Like I say, Gorman is struggling, and he's struggling in this game. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout his last time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the second. Vidro does field this one cleanly, fires over to first, and that'll do it in the 5th as Braun gets stranded at second. To the bottom of the 5th we go in a 1-1 game, and the bottom part of the order is due up. You got Cabrera, Gonzalez, and then back to the top with Tim Raines. Orlando 0 for 1 today, flew out. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And that'll be the 2nd time he's flown out there, and the 2nd time Lezcano makes a nice play for out number 1. Gio comes up. He's 0 for 1 today. Can he get something started, help his own cause here? And that might just do it, folks. Let's see. That's going to be an infield hit. Gio says we don't need no stinking DHs. Christopher joins us here. Check out his great channel. And that's an infield hit by Gio because we don't need no stinking DH. That's his 2nd hit of the year, folks. Gio's on at first with 1 out. Tim Raines comes to the plate, 0 for 2 today. Struck out his last time up. And it's nighttime for poor Christopher out there. And here's the pitch to Tim. And that's going to be a 29. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes Raines out for out number 2. So it's up to Vidro. Vidro's got the only run of the game for the Nats. He hit a solo homer his last time up. Can he do it again here? Nope. That's going to be a ground ball down the money. Over to Cooper for out number 3. And Gio gets stranded at first. We're still knotted up at 1 apiece as we go to the top of the 6th. Lezcano's due up, followed by BJ and Cooper. And Lezcano is 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Parrish. He fires over to Zimmerman, and there's 1 down. And BJ comes up. He's 0 for 1. He's reached base both times. He walked in the 2nd, came around the score, and reached on an error. One of the 3 errors by Vidro today. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope, that's a swing and a miss. Gio strikes him out for his 8th strikeout of the game. And now you got Cooper up. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Tim Raines. And the side's retired in order. To the bottom of the 6th we go. Got the big boys coming up here for Washington. Can they cash in here? Harper, Guerrero, and Zimmerman. Washington's got 1 more game here at home against the Brewers. Then they go on the road to take on the Astros. And then after a 3-game series in Houston, the Cardinals come here to Washington. And Harper's 0 for 2. He has popped up and flown out. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. That drops in there, and Braun, after making some nice plays, boots this one, folks. Gets by him, and that's going to get Harper down the 2nd on the air. So now you got a runner in scoring position, nobody out, and a one-run ball game. Harper with great speed down there, and here comes some more bats. Oh, Vladimir's up. He has walked both times. It might not be a bad idea to walk him this time. Here's the pitch to Vladimir, and he should have walked him, folks. Should have walked him because Vladimir just connected with this one. Where's this one going to land up in? Let's see. Let's make sure. Yep. That's going to be a. That ball is deep. That ball is far. That ball is out of here. That's a moonshot out to center field, folks. Just like that, Guerrero finally gets a pitch to hit and delivers. And it's a 3-1 ball game. Teddy was smart walking him the last time. Now you got a 3-1 game, nobody out. And Zimmerman's up. He's 0 for 2 today. And Teddy is reeling here, folks, because Zimmerman just launches it, bounces off the wall. That's a double. And they're going to have to get the bullpen up quick. He was cruising through 5. And here in the 6th, he's getting lit up like a Christmas tree. Zimmerman down there at second. I hear you, buddy. Yeah. Yep. I got good memories about that. You guys traded that speed demon of a Sid Bream. If you guys would have kept Sid Bream, you probably would have made it to the series. Yeah, old speed demon like Sid Bream makes it a whole way around from second. Now you got Larry Parrish up. He's 0 for 2 today. Nobody out. And a runner down at second and Zimmerman. Here's the pitch to Parrish. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. He's going to look the runner back to second, fire over to first, and that'll be the first out of the ball game. First out of the inning. Now there's one down, and Zimmerman's still down at second. And Wilson Ramos is 0 for 2. He has grounded out the short twice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the money at second. 52 and a 7. Not going to be good. Not going to be good. That's going to be fielding column 3. 119. That's going to be a hit by pitch. Teddy hits him, man. That might be a little retaliation here. So now you got first and second. That does set up the double play. Maybe he has the Don Drysdale attitude. Why intentionally walk him and waste 4 pitches when hit him on the first one gets the job done. And speaking of Chris's boy, Orlando Cabrera, he is 0 for 2 today. He's flown out the right twice. Here's the pitch to him. And that's going to be a tailor-made double play. That ball is hit down to Robin Yount. He's up with it over the money, over to Cooper, and that ends the inning. But the Nationals score 2 on a 2-run homer and make this a 3-1 game as we go to the top of the 7th. Gio, he'll pitch this inning. He's due to lead off the bottom of the 7th. You got Money, a pitch hitter for Teddy, and then back to the top of the batting order and Paul Molitor. I'm not sure if in the master game if there's a rare play for a brawl or not, Christopher. I would hope so. I would hope there is. It'd be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yep. And Don Money is 2 for 2 with an RBI today. Nobody on, nobody out. Leading off the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch to Money, and they finally get him out. That's a ground ball down the short. Orlando's up with it. Fires over to first, and there's one down here in the 7th. One up, one down. And we'll have a pitch hitter here for Teddy. Teddy cruised through 5 innings, but gets beat up in that 6th. He could still be the winning pitcher if the Brewers can come back here. Let's see who's going to come off the bench. And Billy Hall is going to come off the bench, try to get on base here. Oh, Billy. Tell him Billy sent you. And Billy batting 1,000. He's 1-for-1 on the year. Can he keep it up? Here's the pitch from Gio. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Gonzalez strikes him out. And now there's 2 down. And Paul Molitor comes to the plate. He has struck out all 3 times to Gonzalez. Can Gonzalez give him the golden sombrero? Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a pop-up down the second. Vidro waits for it, doesn't screw the pooch this time, and that is it. The sides retired in order. We go to the 7th inning stretch. It's a 3-1 Nationals lead. Let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here. What we got? Got Gonzalez. Then you got all those lefties. I don't think they got a lefty in the bullpen besides Josh. They don't. They do not have a lefty besides Josh. So let's see who's going to come out of the bullpen here. Don't think you bring Josh in here. Not in the 7th inning. Not in the 7th inning. I think they're going to bring in Oxford. John Oxford's going to come in. Like I say, I just don't think you bring in Josh that quick. So we'll go with the other J here. John Oxford's going to come in the game. Trailing by 2, trying to keep it that way. Oxford, this is his 4th appearance. No record with a 2.45 ERA. He'll be facing probably a pitch hitter here for Gonzalez. He's got a 3-hit, 1-run game, but Washington's got one hell of a bullpen. You might as well use it if you got it, as they always say. So Gonzalez is going to come out of the game. And let's see who's going to pitch hit here for Gio against the righty. I think the Murph's going to come out and pitch hit. Daniel Murphy's going to come out here and pitch hit. Try to get on base here. Try to increase this lead. So where's the Murph? And Murphy's batting .250 on the year. No homers and an RBI. And like I say, this is Oxford's 4th appearance. Let's see what happens here. Here's the pitch. And oh, man, Murphy gets a hold of this. It's going to be a pitch hit. Let's see where this lands up at. That ball is high. That ball is far. Kiss it goodbye. That ball is out of here, folks. Daniel Murphy with a pitch hit homer to make it a 4-1 lead. Nice job by the Murph. His first homer of the year is a pitch hit home run. Drives that one out of here. And it is now a 4-1 game. All Lescana could do is turn around and watch that one leave the yard. Now you got Mr. Raines up Tim is 0 for 3. He's glad to see Teddy going. He struck out his last 2 times. See what happens here with Tim. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Gorman in center. And that'll be out number 1. So John settles down after the leadoff homer. And Vidro comes up now. He's got a homer in this game. He's 1 for 2, homered back in the 3rd. And that's going to be against the righty. 22. That's going to be a ground ball down the money. He makes the play, fires over to Cooper. Now there's 2 outs. And Mr. Hopper comes to the plate. Bryce is 1 for 3. Singled, reached second on an error and came around to score back in the 6th. And that's going to be a base on balls. Harper makes it down to 1st. And Harper might take off here. And now you got Guerrera. And old Guerrera's 1 for 1. He hit that 2-run homer that give the Nats a 3-1 lead at the time. Here's the pitch to Guerrera. And that's going to be against the righty. 22. And runner on 1st. That's going to be a single. Guerrera gets a base hit, keeps this inning going here, folks. 1st and 2nd. 2 down for Zimmerman, trying to add to this 4-1 lead. They already scored 1 run in this inning with a homer by Murphy. Can they add more? Zimmerman's 1 for 3. He doubled his last time up. That's going to be against the righty. 22. And that's going to be popped up down the 3rd. Paul out in shallow left field makes the catch. That'll end the inning, but the Murphy homer makes it a 4-1 game as we go to the top of the 8th. Who's due up here? Got all the righties coming up here. And Drew Storn's going to come out of the bullpen. And try to keep this a 3-run game. So Drew comes out. Where's Drew? There he is. This is Drew's 7th appearance of the year. No record with a 1.5 ERA. He'll be facing the big boys, Yount, Braun, and Thomas. Robbins 0 for 3. He has reached twice on an error, though. Both of them on Vidro and flown out to center. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Zimmerman. He'll take it himself for out number 1. And rockin' Robin Yount, he's 1 for 2. He doubled his last time up. And that's going to be another ground ball down to Zimmerman. And again, he takes it and steps on the bag, and there's quickly 2 outs. And Gorman Thomas comes to the plate now, 0 for 3. He has grounded out his last time up. And that's going to be against the righty. That's going to be a fly ball out the left field. Tim Raines makes the catch. The side goes down in order. To the bottom of the 8th we go in a 4-1 game. You've got the bottom part of the order coming up here for the Nats, Parrish, Ramos, and Cabrera. And Larry's 0 for 3 today. Not anymore. Parrish gets a hold of this. And that ball is high. That ball is far. How far is this one going to go, folks? Kiss it goodbye. Home run, Larry Parrish, and it is now a 4-run game. And Wilson almost comes to the plate. He is 0 for 2 today. He was hit by a pitch his last time up. Let's see what happens here. That's going to be a fly ball out to deep center field. Thomas has room, though. Makes the catch, and there's one down. And Orlando Cabrera comes to the plate. He's 0 for 3 today. He has flown out the right twice and grounded out the short in a double play. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. John strikes him out for out number 2. And there'll be a pitch hitter here for Drew. So he will come off the bench here. And it's going to be David Segui's going to come off the bench here. 2 outs, nobody on. And a 5-1 game. 1 run already came in on the homer. Let's see what Mr. Segui can do. And David is batting 192 with no homers and 1 RBI on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the Molitor. That'll end the inning. But the homer makes this a 5-1 ball game. So we go to the top of the 9th. Let's see here. They got the righty and 2 lefties coming up. Let's see here. I don't think the Nats got a lefty in the bullpen. They don't. They're going to bring in the Terminator. Jeff Reardon's going to come in here with a 4-run lead, not a save opportunity. He's going to pitch here. So Jeff Reardon comes in from the bullpen. And this is Jeff's 7th appearance of the year. No record with a 5.14 ERA. Lescano's 0 for 3 today. Here's the pitch to Sexton. And that's going to be a base on balls. So Reardon walks the first batter he faces, trying to make this game interesting. Now BJ comes up. Remember what happened in the last game in the top of the 9th, folks, against these Brewers in Washington. Washington doesn't want to see this happen again. BJ's 0 for 2. He struck out his last time up. He has reached on a walk and an error and came around the score once. And that ball is hit down the... That's going to be a hit by pitch. And Jeff Reardon is really making this game interesting. Now first and second. Still nobody out, and Cooper's up. And Cooper is 0 for 3. He is grounded out twice and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. They'll get the runner out at second. And the runner will get down the third. They won't get a double play. So now you got first and third and 1 out. And here comes the man for the Brewers today. He's 2 for 3 with an RBI. Mr. Money has been money. Let's see if he can deliver here, folks. And that's going to be a swing and a miss, a big strikeout by Jeff. And now there's 2 down. Can he get out of this mess with nobody scoring? I have a pitch hitter here for John. Let's see who's going to come off the bench here against Reardon. They got all these lefties coming off the bench. Which one do they want? That is the question. Ogilvy hit a. We're going to bring Big Ben. He had 2 homers in yesterday's game. See if he can repeat this. Make this a 1-run ball game. Brewers are down to their last out. Ben Ogilvy's coming off the bench. Like I say, he was 2 for 3 yesterday. I think we'll take a look here with 2 homers. He is batting only 125, but out of the 4 hits, 2 of them's homers. Let's take a look here. For yesterday's game, he was 2 for 3, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Can he do it again here today? Here's the pitch to Big Ben going with the hot bat. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be an 18. And that ball is driven into the gap out in left field. That'll score 1. Cooper will stop at second. And this game's still alive as Big Ben all of a sudden is heating up. And we got first and second, 2 outs, and we're back to the top of the order in Paul Molitor. And now the tying runs at the plate. And that's going to be it for Reardon as he can't get the job done. And they're bringing out the big boy. Uribe's coming out of the bullpen trying to nail this down as Jeff can't get the job done. So that's it for Reardon. They're not going to let him blow this game. Excuse me. Uribe is 1-0 with 1 save, but he's got a lofty 10.5 ERA. He's got Paul Molitor to deal with. Paul is 0 for 4. He has struck out 3 times and popped up to second. Down to the last out, the tying run at the plate. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Over to first. Parrish gets him. And that'll be your ball game, folks. Washington hangs on, wins this game 5-1. Give the Brewers credit. They've made it interesting in the 9th inning. Take a look here at the box score. And what's this? This is probably the errors. Yeah. Vidro committing 3 errors is what the star is for. And they still won the game. He tried to give it away, that's for sure.
Urbina.
So, the Nats here. 5 runs on 8 hits and the 3 errors by Vidro. The Brewers 2 runs, 4 hits and 1 error. Don Money, the only one with a multiple hit game for the Brewers. He was 2 for 4. The Brewers were 2 for 9 with runners in scoring position. Left 8 men on base. Old Guerrero, perfect 2 for 2 today with 2 RBIs. And the Nats were only 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position, but the long ball is what did it. Vidro, Guerrero, Parrish, and Murphy all hit homers in the game, folks. They left 7 men on base. Teddy Higuera goes to 1-2, drops the 1-2, I should say. 6 innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, walked 3, struck out 3, gave up 2 homers. John Oxford didn't help the cause. 2 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout, and also gave up 2 homers. Gonzalez comes in, gets his 3rd win of the year. 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 2, struck out 9. Drew comes in, 1 inning. And Jeff Reardon tried to blow the game. 2 in the 3rd innings, 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk, 1 strikeout.
Urbina.
Urbina comes in, gets his second save of the year, 1/3 of an inning. Let's take a look now at the standings and leaderboard here in the National League. And the Braves are 2 games up on the Mets. And with the win, the Nationals and Phillies are both 3 games back. Florida is 4 games back. And with the loss, the Brewers are now a game and a half up on the Cubs, Cardinals, and Pirates. The Reds are 2 games back, and the Astros 3.5. And in the National League West, the San Francisco Giants 2 games up on the Dodgers, 3 games up on the Diamondbacks and Padres, and the Rockies are 4.5 games back. Ralph Garza leading the National League with a .436 batting average. Bonds and Sosa with 10 homers, and Sammy Sosa with 19 RBIs on the year. Kyle Hendricks with a .6 ERA leading the National League. 3 pitchers with 3 saves, and 3 wins, and Kent Colvey with 5 saves on the year. Sammy Sosa's leading in MVP voting, and Juan Marichal leading in the Cy Young. Our next game will be the final game of this 3-game series. Let's see who's on the mound for the game. And we got Ben Sheets going for the Brewers, and El Presidente, Dennis Martinez, going for Washington. I want to thank Christopher Slavic and Ken Castro for stopping by. Check out Christopher's great channel, folks. And if you're new to my channel, hit that like button, hit that bell for reminders, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.